Hey everyone, hi! Welcome back to Reality Showgirls.
Welcome back, everyone.
Showgirls are back.
The showgirls are back.
I don't know.
And
how are you doing today?
Okay, so listen, I am trying new things this week. And yeah, Lulu's been acting up lately, so that's been a moment. My child. It's probably because I've been working every second of the day, because I'm overcompensating because I had to take so much off last week for all these auditions that I didn't book. and now we're just
Yeah.
working. But yeah, it's been really chaotic. I feel like I haven't even seen you. This is going to be a catch up for us as well.
This is truly a catch up for the both of us.
Well, you know, I feel like I need to get over myself and put myself back out there.
Mm-hmm.
I went to therapy the other day.
Okay, therapy.
Therapy.
Should we give her a shout out?
My therapist, Lori. Oh my God.
Because she might be listening.
She might be listening. Lori, I don't know what I would do without you. So we're sat there, we're talking, as we do. And we're just talking about maybe, I don't know. She was just like, well, where are you going to find someone? And I was like, well, I don't really know where I'm going to find.
Question. I would love to know. I would love to know.
No, I know. But then she was just like, well, are you going out? Are you going to singles events? Are you doing anything? And I said, well, no, I'm really not. She's like, well, how do you expect to find someone if you're not putting yourself out there? And I said, And then we started talking about the apps. Just briefly. This was a very brief conversation, but I don't know why this has been on my mind. Like, I didn't think anything.
She made you back.
I think so. So, yes.
You got my question, right?
I got your question.
Thank
You didn't even have to complete the sentence. No one else knows, but I'll let everyone know. She was asking me, is that why you re-download? Okay, why can't I say it?
We can't say it.
Why can't we say it? Our body's rejecting. Our body's like, don't say it. Don't say it. Re-download Hinge. I briefly was on Hinge. When I say briefly, I was there for literally a month. That and Raya. And then I said no to everything and I deleted it all. And now here I am, sat, scared, in New York City, by myself, mind you. And Whitney's here and Lulu. So I'm not really by myself. I'm being really dramatic.
What's happening?
Guys, can we go back to how I don't have my AirPods? Because that's really the mystery of it all. I'm going to circle back to the Hinge because it's all going to connect, but just come on this journey with me. I ended up going to the bar. I think I talked about this last time. Can I just give a mini update with this? Because this is really pressing. The AirPods are still lost, okay? The next day, I go to work and I'm with my friend Greer. She came to class. We went to the Copper Still afterwards, obviously. That's where we always are. We're drinking. We're having a good time. I get a text from the bartender.
Right. Mm-hmm. I do remember this.
About the AirPods. He didn't find them. But he just wanted to be like, hey, anytime you're around, please. If you don't have my AirPods, don't text me. Why did I give this man my number? I genuinely thought.
It was all for good intentions, but it's never
for about the intention. That's crazy. And
else.
Moments before, hours before, I was teaching a class and this man walks in, jarring, and this poor man, he's just getting his workout in. He comes in late. He doesn't understand what's happening. He's like, I haven't worked out in years, months, weeks. I was like, which one is it? I don't really know. He gets up on the tread. This man, I've never seen something so crazy. His heart rate is all the way up. He hits 15 miles per hour without a hesitation. Homie, what is happening? He's sprinting. He's dying. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. Why are you at 15? And it's literally the warm up. So, we had a whole journey. He was just talking the whole time. He was confused. He kept talking over me. And I was like, you have to just listen to what I'm saying before you start talking. Anyways, he's doing his thing. At the end of the class, he had a great time. He made some friends. We went on a journey together. He starts doing the hang back. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. He's just like, yeah, my company gives me a lot of money for food. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, they gave me just like a ton of money to spend on food, and I can't even spend it all. First off, not being able to spend money in New York is crazy. If I had unlimited money for meals, are you serious?
I'd be getting
steak, dinner,
a drink with every
a
meal.
drink, 3 drinks,
dessert,
appetizers, the whole thing. And he sat there telling me that he can't spend it all. I'm like, okay. He's like, do you want me to get you dinner? I'm like, no, I'm going to the Copper still, so like I don't need dinner, but thank you so much. And then he's like, but I'll get you dinner.
No.
I just said no. Thank you, though. I hope you have a great time. No, seriously, I'll get you dinner. I'm literally like, oh my God. I don't know. This man had like weird social cues too. I think something was a little off. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't. So then I just walk away. Just walk away, as Kelly Clarkson would say.
Walk away.
So then I walked away and I went and I taught my next class. Mind you, the front desk person, he's new. He doesn't know what's happening. At the end of the night, he's like, oh, here. Actually, here. Right here.
Cover.
You see this? You see this? In day. Okay, it's a discount. Honestly, I should use this discount. Anyways, on the back, a note from this man. He had the audacity.
What does it say?
Feel free to send a text.
Not that.
Name, number. And I wish this man well. I wish him well.
But you will not.
Now I'm gonna wrap it all up. Then I had therapy. Then I didn't even tell her about this man, but I don't need to. I re-downloaded Hinge. I don't think it's going well.
What do you mean? You're off to a great start.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I did see a member that I used to coach, and I was like, oh God.
Did he like you, or he was just
No,
on your options?
He was just on the options.
Oh, okay.
And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, but so that's how my day's going.
Love that.
I'm overworked and I re-downloaded Hinge.
And hey,
there is that man I am talking to.
we'll see what happens.
We'll
But
see
here's
what
the other
happens.
thing. Maybe you guys can put
The
your
Moroccan man.
Moroccan man. But maybe you guys can support us and tell us if we should do this or not.
Oh yeah, wait guys,
But,
wait.
Yeah, I saw this Instagram ad. Apparently, what is it called? There's this app called Foreplay, which already sounds kind
Okay,
of,
that is weird.
like,
that it's
why
called
is that the name? That
Why
kind
is
of-
that called that?
I'd skip, like, I'm a little nervous about what kind of people might be showing up here, because what if they end up being like swingers or something? I don't know. You know what I mean? But basically, it's meant to be like double dates. So Eleni and I could set up a profile and we could go on a double date with some other two guys that are friends, and hopefully they just want, just one of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, wait, this is starting to sound kind of weird.
I really prefaced it in the wrong way.
Yeah, and it's also called foreplay, so it's really not helping.
That's not helping. But there's also other things. Have you seen like those, like, where people will set up like these group dinners and like,
Yeah.
and like I saw Piper from freaking The Bachelor. She was at one. So like,
gosh,
if she's doing it, then we can do it too. But
yeah.
we do need to be in more social events with single people to find other people.
I know. I mean,
because the apps, at least for me, are not working. They're silly.
I
People
don't
know how to
even know.
message like normal humans.
This guy seems like he's messaging me.
He's doing great. So that's why I'm hopeful for you.
Okay.
But most of them literally won't either send you a message at all, or if they do, you try to keep the conversation going, and then you just end up talking about what bike trail you take to work.
Like what?
I'm like, I don't want to talk about this.
Like, this is stupid. I don't really feel the need to be texting. Let's just meet.
Right. Like,
Let's just meet.
We got if you're not going to text, at least send me a voice memo. You know what I mean? Like, we have to make it more
I don't know about the voice memo.
If it's the right person, it can work. It depends on who
context.
you are.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
just feel like let's meet. Let's make a plan.
Make a plan to either like
make a plan.
FaceTime
Let's
or
go. Let's make
person.
a plan. I need to see you in person. There's no, like, if I don't see you in person within the week, then it's not important and we need to stop talking.
Like, don't be like, oh, we should meet up soon, and then
What's
you don't have a
soon?
plan of when or anything like that. Like, don't say like, let's get drinks if you're not available.
Don't fumble the bag.
Exactly.
Don't be fumbling the bag. My profile, as Whitney would say, is like a man's.
I did.
Vague
I
and
looked
nothing
at
to
her
it.
profile and I was like,
Guys,
giving,
it's bad.
It's not bad.
It's giving a
just
13-year-old boy.
It's just giving that you
I have one with my...
You're here for a good time, not a long time. That's all.
And I am.
And if that's what you want, then do that.
I don't know, because I just can't lean into...
I mean, it's definitely giving intriguing, like, oh, I want to know more, but it's not giving like...
It's not giving anything, guys. The prompts, I have nothing.
She's giving... It's like one-word answers that the dudes put on their profiles. And I was like...
It really is giving man.
A dude's profile.
It's giving a man's profile.
TBH.
But that's like how I text, and that's how I am. Like, everyone knows that.
Yeah,
that knows me.
Yes, but no.
But then when you get to know me, you'll be like, that's so funny because she's not like that. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to put some mushy gushy whatever on your profile.
What's yours say?
I don't.
Hey, give me yours. Let me do it on the podcast.
Not on the podcast.
Yeah.
No. The whole public does not need to see this.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying what's on yours.
Okay, you can.
I mean, mine's like funny prompts too. It's not like it's anything crazy, but I just say something like I talk about things that I like. Like I think you just need something to be like, oh, this is what she's into. That's it.
Too much information.
That's literally it. Because you have nothing about like what
maybe
besides you being a fitness trainer.
Maybe I should put, but I have no pictures of that.
Exactly. That's why it's very vague.
They're like,
who you
is
are.
she? I should take out my thirst trap picture and put Lulu in.
That's perfect. That's literally all you need. It's still giving guy because guys
too much information.
Love to put a picture of them with an animal, but I will take that.
No, Lulu gets her own portrait. Maybe I should just make it half Lulu and half me. Yeah, you really get both of us.
Yeah, just do something with the both. Just be like your pride and joy. I don't know.
My not even my pride and joy. My actual everything.
Whatever prompt is close enough to that. Anyway,
I think I'm gonna delete it.
That's don't delete it. You're doing great, sweetie. Okay.
The Moroccan man.
Exactly. We're on
track. I'm getting out there, guys. I'm trying my best because I'm tired of being like. Tired of like being thinking about the past. I just need to move on. I'm so tired of being like, no. All these men are so disappointing and so annoying.
I just
no one's on my level. I've been saying this from day one. No one's on my level. I can't wait to meet someone who's like close enough. I'll be like, all right.
What do you mean, all right?
Like, all right, like you can hang. Like you're here.
Okay.
Everyone is just, But you know what? We're gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to try again, and then you can always take a break and come back. Mm-hmm. But like I feel the wave, so I'm just like, let me ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave until I can't anymore.
Love that.
What's going on with you over there?
You know?
How was your week? Okay, that's good. You want to tell the? Okay. You want to talk about
you guys, this is honestly very traumatic. I keep getting flashes of what occurred 2 days ago.
Which thing?
At my dance audition. You know, I hope that they look back at those videos that they recorded, which I was like, why are we recording this? And they have a good old chuckle when they're feeling down and low, because that's what I gave them.
Oh, God.
Entertainment. No, it was
dance calls really can be like that sometimes.
I'm just like, why did y'all invite me? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They had hope in me. And, you know, I had hope in me too when I got there.
I'm sure it's worse in your head.
No,
always.
it was pretty awful.
But you said there was people with you that didn't know it either.
Yes, but they were probably getting by better than I was. But I was just like, here's the thing. My name's Whitney. I'm always going to be in the last group. And I'm like, why aren't we going by last name? Why are we going by first name?
Really? Do they really do it by alphabetical sometimes? I feel like I'm always in the middle.
Whenever,
but I'm E.
Well, you're E. Yeah.
But that's
there's a lot of A's and there's a lot of A's and
there's a lot of A's. You're right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I didn't realize. I was like, when are they going to call my name? And then I started realizing, they're going in alphabetical order. I'm literally going to be last, and I'm going to have to sit through all of these people that can actually dance, and then they're going to get to me, and this girl doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. And I didn't even
were you like panicking? Were you like trying to mark it while it was happening?
Yes.
Or you were just like, I'm done for?
I was trying so hard, but there were so many of us in the small room. First of all, we're
Where
all
was this
crowded
at?
against
Pearl?
the piano. The Pearl on the other side. It was at 519 instead of 500, which I had never been there before. I was
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed until I had to be
The
there.
other side?
There's the other side of the street. There's another building, and they had it up there.
I don't think I've been. I've never been so lucky.
This is not luck.
Okay.
But yeah, so what was I saying? I don't even know. Yeah, I was trying to mark it, but there were so many girls in this time slot that we were all crowded against the piano player. I was like, how can this guy even see? We're covering him.
Oh gosh, I hate when it's
And
that many
so
people.
I'm in the corner like trying to. With this show, I feel like it really depends on the person's vision, I guess, because there is a thing where it's like, oh, there are some people that could be used as dancers, and then there could be some people that don't need to dance. And I thought I was in that slot. I said, oh, you're not going to be a big of a dancer, but you're going to be like a cover.
You have to move.
You're going to be a cover for somebody. So I was like,
you have to keep ball change.
So that's exactly why they brought me in here, just to see if I could,
Just
you know
if
what I
you could
mean?
finesse it.
But then this dance was just made for girls that could.
Yeah. I like low key anticipated that. I thought I had a feeling.
It's
just
just-
based off the people who I knew was going and who the choreographer was, I was like, yeah, that seems
if I
pretty
could have
dancey.
canceled it, sure, I wish I could have. Like
No,
the minute they started teaching, I was like, I would actually love to leave the room right now.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking like, what excuse could I give to actually leave? Because like there was no business there. I had no business being in there.
Stop,
Like
Whitney.
no business being in there. I was literally like,
The way you're talking about this is like so. No, there's no way.
no, it was actually awful. It was awful.
But-
I have flashes of me trying to do a batma, and I almost kicked the girl in front of me. I literally almost kicked her in the and I was so glad I didn't. But I at my
could have been
peripheral,
worse. You
I
could
could
have
see.
fallen,
I
or
heard the intake of breath as the foot was close to her head, and I was like, oh my god.
So when we did for Beetlejuice, they had us like we learned it facing the mirror, but then when we filmed, they had us face the other way.
You never face the mirror, and I'm just like,
and I'm just like, it's so trippy because it's like you learn the whole like. I feel like in a really vulnerable place, like I need to be facing the same way. Like just a change of orientation will fuck me up.
It changes everything. Yeah.
It'll fuck me. That's what oh my God, at the Muni dancer auditions, they like literally teach you it so quickly. This is giving me flashbacks to a really bad dance audition I had at the Muni. We learn it and then they just flip it and they just like 4 at a time. Bam. You learn it in like,
that's kind of what happened.
It's not even an hour. Dare I say even
exactly
30
what
minutes.
Happened. It wasn't the entire thing took 25 minutes.
It's just vicious. And then they have you turn around and then you do it for them. I was just like, I need a mirror. I need someone to look at. I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything. And I just remember feeling horrible. And I was like, can't believe they recorded that. And also, I can't believe I'm here. And then I just left. And I was like, I can't believe I literally traveled here for that.
I just hated that I was in the last group because everyone had to watch me. And that's what they had to end the session with.
And you know, everyone's actually watching because they're done.
Because they're done. They're like, I'm home free. And I'm like,
me every time. Me like, yeah.
Literally, we had to do it twice. The first time after we did it, homegirl was like, everyone just take a breath.
They should have just let y'all go.
Literally, just I'm like,
You're like, we don't have to do it again.
Desperately trying to think like, how can I just leave?
In moments like that, I think I told you this. I was like, in moments like that, I always think to myself, no one can sing like me, or no one can act this or do this. Like I always try to remind myself that like everyone has strong suits, and those people are just in their strong suit.
Absolutely,
like they're just in their bag in that moment.
But even in general, I just have to say, like people that are dancers that do this. I feel like that is 10 times more nerve-wracking to have to do that every day as like your audition than it is to just go in and sing something.
1,000%. I mean, why do you think I always want to?
The vice versa can be said if you're a dancer and you're like, oh my God, going and singing is absolutely terrifying to me. But it's so much more cutthroat. I feel like when you are a dancer.
I mean, I think it's really different. I feel like actually I go in to dance far more. I don't think I ever go in and sing actually ever. I want to. I'm trying. But I agree. It's a whole process.
It is.
Like you have to go, you have to stretch, and then it's like it's just it's really judgy. It's really judgy, and
judgy,
people size you up, and
you're
as
surrounded by all these people and
different
you're just
body
like, oh my
types, and then
God.
you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
You're
Like,
comparing yourself, and
and our business has gotten better with that, but I think it still happens. It's like, it's still happening. We can talk about it all we want, like, oh, body positivity, this and that and this, that. But at the end of the day, it's still like really cutthroat like that. And they will cut you if you're like a certain this or that, or because it really is at the end of the day, they're just looking for like a certain cast, and they're looking for certain people to fill spots. And it really is that cutthroat.
yeah.
And then just like the competition of it all, it's like if some girl's doing a double, someone's going to go over there and do a triple, or their improv is going to be this, or they're going to do an aerial, or they're going to do this.
They said you had 2 beats to do your own thing. It was a
someone
pose,
did a
pose. Someone did a pose, drop split. And they're
Oh my God.
pose, and then full back bend. Literally, head was touching the ground the other way. And I was just like, and you know what? She got a call back. And I'm like, as you should, girlfriend.
She broke her neck for it.
She broke her neck for that.
I remember I went to a dance audition one time, and they actually told us, and at the end, you slide into a split. Like it was whatever split you wanted. They're just, it was like a random, like, if you saw what the dance was, it was like this random dance, and they're like, you stop and then you just slide into a split. What? Like, what are we doing? Like,
Crazy.
just have us all sit in a split right now. Just look at all of us in a split. Why are we doing this? Like, this is so weird.
But
I don't know.
The point is, we have to put ourselves out there sometimes and learn our lesson and get humbled. And I was humbled this week, not even with this audition, but I had another audition. I was just like, I don't even know what happened here.
Oh, I think that one went okay.
I'm still like, I
guess you like technically didn't get a call back, but I think that's just
before me even getting in the room, I feel like that just effed everything up.
No.
I really do, but it's neither here nor there. What will be, will be. And what
will
come to us will be.
Yeah, weird vibes be like
meant for us.
Yeah.
But so needless to say, after that audition went awry, is that the right word?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Me and my other friend Lily, who was also at the audition, and we were both like, what's happening? Why are we here? We said, let's go judge some other people dancing on TV and watch Dancing with the Stars.
Love.
So we will be getting into Dancing with the Stars today. But before we do, I think we should get into the celebrity goss of the week.
Guys, I cannot believe we're going to be talking about this man for a third time.
Mr. Devin has not left our brains yet, unfortunately. As much as we wish to just put him in the trash bin, we can't.
There's something that comes out about him every day.
He just creeps back out again. It's just, I have more.
So there is now a rumor going around.
Not a rumor. This is fact.
This is facts. That his ex.
His ex-girlfriend from before he was on the show.
She filed a restraining order against him.
Yes.
And then he
trespassed,
had the restraining order in his hand and like ripped it up in the front yard.
Lit it on fire.
Lit it on fire.
Apparently he slashed her tires. And
he did he broke Mercedes into her to Kurt.
I bust the windows out your car. Or no, I dug my key into the side of his pretty little suit.
Yeah. But it was bust your windows.
But I mean,
slashing of the tires.
Yeah, that's why I guess that's
we
what the key
need
was.
Kurt, we need Mercedes, and we need Carrie Underwood for this.
Yeah,
we need all three. And Devin sure did all three.
He did it all. And
these references are probably going over some people's heads, and that's okay.
How could they?
No.
If you're listening, you gotta know.
If it went over your head, just stop this. This is not your podcast. No, I'm kidding. Stay. It's fine. We're happy you're here. Devin is crazy, and the thing is, a lot of hate is coming out against ABC because ABC. What the fuck? Are we not doing background checks?
Bachelor Data, you guys should follow her. If you don't,
we love her.
She always puts out the data on like following counts and like who has done what. Like she keeps track of everything. And she was like, I was able to find out this information in 15 minutes just using like a background check thing.
It's public knowledge.
And like Bachelor ABC could easily do that. And maybe they did, and they decided to ignore it. Or they're really just being that lazy and not caring who they put on the show, despite the horrible things they have done in their past, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Why are we not vetting these people?
I think like a simple, like someone needs to spend at least like 15 minutes looking up people to just get basic information about that, because that is wild to have that actually happen. Now, as far as Devin, he was pretty silent about it until just recently, and he has said he's basically just denying everything.
Which is weird because, okay, so he was like, oh, on his post, he said that the restraining order never actually happened. But literally it did. It was, I guess it was actually a temporary restraining order, but that's still something that had to be granted. You know what I mean?
Annoying.
And there's literally, like, on file, the things that he did to trespass it. So he's him saying that none of it's true is just insane. Like, sir, it's literally public knowledge that is out on record. You've clearly done something. Like, even if it's not as crazy as it may be hyped up to be, you have done something that was wrong, because it said that he got put on probation. He had to do community service hours and he was fined. So, like, sir,
This
you're
man's
crazy.
insane. Get him off my screen.
Needless to say, I hope that's the end of it all. And I feel like Devin just handled all this incorrectly. I feel like he should have just gone on like
Just fall
a
off.
podcast, said his piece, and then fade it into the background.
He needs to fall off.
At this point,
Pulatino.
he's got to let it. He's just got to stop. But that's that. Also, I was just listening to.
Did you imagine all this stuff come out about Devin? Like, this is so wild.
I know, it sucks that the fact that I was like, oh, I like Devin, and no.
I know. I'm like, I remember you really liking him.
Damn.
That's so funny.
What can you do? What can you do? The people be fooling us, okay? Other thing, apparently someone on Golden Bachelorette has some bad stuff about his past too.
Who?
I think
Which one?
also something pertaining to a restraining order. It's more of a rumor, but it's a guy named Jill. I don't know how to exactly say it.
Gil.
It's Gil.
Gil.
He apparently may have something in his past. I don't know how true it is
Oh
or
my
not, but
God.
this is just a new rumor.
Whatever.
So hopefully we'll find out
whatever,
more information next week about that.
Whatever. Hopefully it's not true.
Hopefully it's not true, but that's what's been in the air.
Anything else?
This is so unrelated, but I just need to talk about this.
Okay.
You know, I've been on my Vampire Diaries kick lately.
Okay.
Been rewatching my episodes, love it so much. Did you know that Ian Somerhalder is only 5'10"?
He's a medium king?
Homie is a medium king. He's literally the same height as Jonathan. Isn't that crazy? So now I'm like, what are they doing? The angles, because he always looks so tall.
Also, I love that we've talked about Ian Somerhalder in every single podcast that we've done for the past like 3 weeks.
As we should.
Because like why is he so relevant? He'd be popping up everywhere now.
In our minds. Everyone else like, why are we still talking about this man?
I had a dream about him the other night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kissed him.
I love that.
On the mouth,
Oh,
on the mouth,
wow.
on the mouth, on the mouth. I was literally like, work. I woke up and I said, yes.
Exactly.
I'm going to have a great day. Because Ian Somerhalder just kissed me in my dreams.
And he is a medium king, you guys. That's crazy.
He's medium.
He's medium. I thought he was minimum 6 foot.
What is it about the medium kings? I think, dare I say, it's the era of medium kings. Medium kings, come one, come all. Medium kings.
We are accepting medium king applications.
I'm actually now accepting medium king applications.
You should have
currently.
been doing that.
Okay. Actually, I shouldn't. Actually, I really... Wait, should I?
What do you mean?
Should I or should it?
You should. You should.
I
You
should.
should have been. Like, this should have been already in your repertoire.
Okay, and I'm really sorry for all of the tall kings that I've only paid, or you know what, short kings you're not even relevant at this point, sorry. But medium kings and tall kings, Whitney has applications for all three. So
short kings, you got to do a lot of work though.
but you're
I have a lot of background checks
but you
for you
still
to go
are
through.
opening the application though. You're still opening the application.
It's a limited
My
application
is
for that
absolutely
one.
closed. Absolutely closed.
You need to be accepting all kings.
Nope. I will not accept them. I cannot accept them.
I don't want
My
that either.
application process is so depleted. I like literally, if you slip through the cracks, then you deserve to stay.
Currently, I have no application, so
Okay.
we have a lot of work to do. So
Me talking about the application process when no one has applied. It's a
We've gone down a crazy route. Okay?
We both have really strict application processes, yet where are the guys, where are the applications?
It's too strict. No one wants to apply.
But let me say this. The medium kings, they're here to stay. And we accept them with open arms. Ian Somerhalder, Jonathan, and whoever else is relevant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take them. But I guess Ian must be wearing tall heeled boots every episode. That's all I can say.
He does wear
because
heeled boots.
He loves a boot.
Because is Stefan?
Stefan is actually taller than him. He's 5'11". And Jeremy, her little brother, is the tallest one. He's 6 foot.
6.
And they be making him seem so short. So I'm like, wow, what are the angles? And like, does he have to sit? Does someone have to stand on a box when they have scenes?
How
with
tall
him?
is Elena?
She's 5'7".
Of course, she's fucking 5'7".
So yeah, they all have to be wearing heels. Walk a mile in these Louboutins.
What happened to her?
Izzy? Iggy? Izzy.
Izzy. From Love is Blind.
I don't know.
Walk a mile in these Louboutins.
Iggy's out here somewhere. Anyway, so that's my update if you wanted to know how tall Ian was. Now let's
not that tangent. Okay.
Let's get into Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First episode, premiere episode. We're
love
in, baby. We're back.
Alfonso looking fly as hell.
We love
Julianne
Alfonso.
Hough looking a little rough.
She's that one giant earring. She said just one. That's all I need.
Bobalina comes in with the Bobalina, dressed as looks like she's in the production of I'm not gonna say it. She just kind of looks she looks sleek. She looks nice. She looks
sleek.
But she needs to be off this show.
She does not need to be a host. I'd rather see her on the judges panel.
She just needs to close her mouth and
she's still working on it. She still struggles and fumbles a bit.
It's giving Tyra.
It is giving a bit of Tyra.
Not as bad. Tyra was horrible.
Tyra was crazy.
Alfonso is like literally the glue of the show.
Absolutely.
And Julianne Hough is just like really like weird. Like the interview questions are weird.
Maybe
the one
they
with
should
Gleb,
flip it. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe Alfonso should be the one.
No, because that's the secondary host job. Is that
which is so weird to me. I don't think it should be that way. They have to do more interaction and.
They just have those interactions, really. That's it. Because he has to like interact with the judges and talk to the audience and then also talk to the contestants. Yeah. Technically, what he does is harder. Anyways, her questions are so bad and they're so awkward.
She's just not personable. That's the issue. She's like literally reading off of whatever questions
like, oh my God, we
her.
love you so much. Anyways, it's like, you don't love them. Like, what are you saying? I don't know.
Anyway, that's our critique on that.
Sorry, Julianne Hough. And like, she is Dancing with the Stars. Her and Derek are like, the Huffs are here to stay.
The Huffs are huffing.
Huffs are huffing. I love Derek Hough as a host. And Bruno is so funny.
Bruno will always have my heart.
He's always like, oh. Carrie Ann and Ava.
He will rip open that shirt. Carrie Ann is also an interesting one too.
She's always ebbing and flowing for me.
Like sometimes she says the right thing, sometimes she says the worst thing.
She kind of always says the weirdest things to me. I'm like, why are we saying that? She's like, oh my gosh, you have something on your head. Like, why are you saying that with the 20 seconds that you have? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Her wig.
I don't even know if at this point, is it wig or is it not? Wig. I know she wears wigs a lot, but this one, because I've seen her have this look a lot of times. So I'm like, what's actually coming out of your head and what's not?
I'm pretty sure it's wig.
She moved a lot, so I'm not paying attention that well. Anyway, let's get past all that. Let's talk about
the dancing.
Who was first? And Mr. Joey was our first guy out on the dance floor.
Joey and
guess
Jenna.
What? I am Joey, so proud of him.
Grazade. And Jenna Johnson.
It was great.
Outstanding.
I mean, considering
he had the first little hip, boom, I said, I'm in. And it was just like, he looked like he was well rehearsed. Like you could just tell that he rehearsed. He
practiced.
He had that little smile on. Mm-hmm. He kind of was giving like he was a little skinny boy out there.
It was totally giving like all my guys in show choir.
Like it was giving
freshman year.
Snatched. Like he was snatched. Why was his waist snatched? I was like, yes.
He is so lanky.
He was giving like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then his His arm, it wasn't extended in the performance, but all the pictures he actually like got a nice little extension there.
My
Like his
favorite part was this one. They said a step and a step and
yeah, no, he
they did something like
yeah,
that, and I
no,
was like,
and
yes.
Jenna's choreography is just excellent. It's always really good and well crafted. So she's just a really good pro, and I think this pairing is going to go far. I'm really, 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 really
I think
excited.
this could be the Bachelor that actually goes pretty far. In
Yeah,
the season.
a lot of times the Bachelor is
They
like
never
really
go past like week 5.
I mean, Joey's easily final 4. I can say that with
Just through votes.
Yeah, just through votes, but also like his dancing is
And his dancing is
good.
pretty good. And
Who
I'm
was the second
I'm
one
excited.
to go?
After him, I think was the model girl,
That was with
Gleb.
Mm-hmm. What's her name again? Brooke?
It's a boy's name. Well, not boys, but like Brooke.
Oh. But yeah, they're a gorgeous couple. Gleb is so fine.
Gleb could do anything he wanted to me, okay?
I love that man.
And he's rocking the buzz cut. Joey, I need you to grow your hair back out. Gleb, you look great.
Gleb could literally have any hairstyle.
He could be bald and he'd be hot. He actually would be really hot bald.
I'm sure he would.
Oh my god.
He's so fine.
But they're trying to.
She was like okay, but they were just like so gorgeous. And that was the thing. Like Julianne was like, "Are you guys? Everyone's
What's
saying
the chemistry?
What's the chemistry like?" And she's just like, "What?"
They both were kind of fumbling on their words when she
I
asked
was
that
like,
question.
You know, they're already hooking up. Like, stop.
I mean, they always love to play into Gleb being with somebody on the show. So and he kind of does it.
Forget.
Which I forgot that they were a thing.
That's so funny.
But every partner that he has, there's always a question of.
But he wasn't. He wasn't partners with Chrishell.
He wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Who was?
I forgot. It wasn't Gleb, though. Because I remember being like, oh, they weren't even partners.
Who was Chrishell?
I don't know.
Was it what's his face that has a domestic violence?
Oh, my God. Artem.
Artem? No, Artem was with Charity.
I can't believe Artem. Oh, he was the Charity and he was with Caitlyn. He just won a couple seasons ago with Caitlyn.
Yeah. But he always gave me bad vibes. I will say it. He was always so strict. Like the way that he would speak to his partner, I was like, this doesn't feel right.
I never like overly loved Artem, but like I definitely was shocked to see the news. Like,
I wasn't shocked.
I was like, oh, geez. Like.
No, Chrishell was with Gleb.
Really? I swear she wasn't.
I think originally she was with Keo. Wait, she dated Keo? Chrishell was dating everybody.
Maybe she was with Gleb, but dated. Sorry.
I think that's what it is.
I think I'm starting to get things confused.
I think she was partner with Gleb, but she dated Keo.
That's what it was. Sorry. I think I just was spreading rumors on the pod.
I don't even know. Maybe she was with
She
everybody.
did date someone for Dancing with the Stars, though. No, you're right. It was him.
Mm-hmm.
But she was partnered with Gleb. Okay. Mubby.
Dang. Okay, Keo. Keo's gone. They never did Keo well.
Keo and either. Coco, they did not do them right.
No.
Coco was with Vinny. And then was with whoever the fuck last season, then she's off.
Who's Vinny?
Vinny? From Jersey Shore.
That Vinny. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, who is the next couple?
Oh my God. I don't know. So, let's see. Let me just look at the people.
Yeah.
I think Alona was maybe next.
With Alan.
Alona, I love her personality, but she is, she's a bit stiff, and hopefully she'll get more comfy. But I think she had fun. I also love Alan. I mean, you think he's gay, but I love Alan. And I was very pro. I wanted him and Hannah Brown to be together when they were partners.
I literally thought he was gay this whole time.
No. Oh my
He's
God.
giving gay rights when he dances in the best way. That's a compliment.
Yeah. When you're dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else really stuck out? I guess that's the real question. Dwight Howard, 6'10". This man is 6'10".
And she's about my
Daniela's
height.
probably like 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah.
That height difference is absolutely insane.
Like wild.
And she just said, you know what? Just throw me around.
Just throw me
around.
The thing is,
I'll find my way back on the floor.
He was literally not even supporting her. The homegirl did a back tuck at the end. I was like,
yeah.
She is a firecracker. I love her. She's my favorite pro.
I know.
Her and Jenna are like my favorite, and Val.
I love Whitney too, so I'm excited that she's
so
back.
happy that Whitney's back with no H.
Whitney's partner is
Whitney, not Whitney.
No, Whitney. No, Whitney.
Not Whitney Daniels.
I'm Whitney. I'm Whitney. Oh my god. Anyway, her partner is
Whitney.
Danny something something. He's a football player, which I don't know this man.
Why is this man so hot?
I don't understand the hotness that
I
she's
don't
saying.
understand why you don't see why he's hot. Can someone
He's
show
definitely
him?
a medium king.
Look at this
So,
man's face.
I'll put it up here. Don't you worry. You guys,
Don't do an ugly picture.
I'm literally gonna do his Dancing with the Stars photo.
Oh my god, don't do him like that.
What do you?
I don't know.
It's a
what
great.
It looks
It's
like.
a fine. It's a good picture.
He's giving basic.
I can't say that he
I don't
looks
know
good
why
'cause I don't-
sometimes I love a basic.
He's giving so basic.
I don't
think
know
that's
why.
the issue.
Most of the time I hate the basic, but I love that basic.
Yeah. Anyway, he was fine. He looked like he wasn't breathing though. I'm like, you need to breathe.
He
Give
was
us a little
kind of
bit more
giving just like an
personality.
off-brand Joey performance. Like it was pretty clean, but
Don't-
not like Joey.
Don't say he was Joey. Joey was giving us charisma, uniqueness,
Yeah.
nerve, and talent.
Joey was breaking his hips doing his how. He jumped over Jenna. He
Anyway, who else, Matt? Oh my God. Can I just talk about Reginald Vell Johnson? He was the dad on Family Matters.
Oh my god,
And
he
this
can't
man-
even move his neck.
He did not move. Like
At
he was in the
all.
same spot for the whole dance, and I absolutely loved him in his striped sweater. And he just said, "I'm gonna give you face as I move my arms."
He just
and he
was
said,
moving his
"Huta,
arms.
aha," with his feet, like maybe
Emma
5 times.
was like running around him.
Emma was like a Tasmanian devil spinning around. He
Emma-
did nothing.
Emma is really an interesting person, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm a little confused by her.
I'm
But-
so confused by her.
You know, what can I say? I don't know.
I'm just so
Both her
confused.
and Britt always get
And how do you
the old
work
man
with-
partners.
How do you still work with your ex-husband?
Hey,
Like,
she must be sat with whatever they're giving her.
she's also kind of like Mrs. like tour. Like she like is the person that like
Yeah, she's the host usually on
she's
the
like
tour,
the
right?
host of the tour and like runs that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So
know.
if she's
her
happy-
hair was kind of crazy too. She's giving
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
know what
crazy.
this blonde piece is that's going on. Just dye the whole thing brown.
Yeah, she's kind of giving a lot right now. I hope she's doing okay.
But yeah, Britt had the other old guy, Eric Roberts, who is a big movie star, and I guess he wanted to be on the show for years, but that didn't happen for whatever reason. And he was also pretty bad. But
Wait,
he's an
sorry,
old
who is
man.
this?
This is the old guy with the piercing.
Who is he with again? Sorry. Oh, Britt.
Yeah.
They keep doing Britt dirty too.
Yeah, they said you have your husband. You're done.
You don't need anything else.
You got one good guy. That was it. Okay.
Well, no, she did have the figure skater her first year, and they went pretty far.
What figure
Forgot his
skater?
name. Johnny, the figure skater.
I think I remember.
Yeah, they did really well. But anyways, she went to the Final Four twice. She's never won.
Nice.
She's still new. She's still a newer pro.
Val had Miss Phaedra Parks. She was just given a lot of sass and attitude. They started with the Traders opening, having her, but sparkly version, bejeweled version of Traders capes. I was like, love that. I love that she's known for Traders now instead of Real Housewives.
Which is crazy because, like, she's, for me, it's like, it's Phaedra Parks. Like,
yeah. But she must have won for them to be so adamant about it.
or she, I mean, she's just a bold personality.
She definitely
on the
made
show.
it to the end. I haven't finished the season, but she's
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway,
We need to get into that. Or I need to get into that. And
yeah,
you need
we
to
got to
finish
watch
it.
this next season because there's a lot of people that we know on
Mhm.
it. And then Jen. Oh my gosh, Jen.
Jen and
Jen and Sasha.
Sasha. Speaking
You know
of
what?
Emma's ex.
I was really worried for her because she was giving Wigglina can't walk in a straight line
She
off of
still
those
can't.
TikToks, and she can't walk in a straight line, and she is Wigglina. But overall,
Better than we thought.
better than we thought. She did pretty decently, and I think maybe 'cause she only had a week. She had less time than everybody else. For her to pull that out, I think she did pretty decently.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Jonathan, they panned over to him. Just
He's like,
cheering
his
her
hands
on.
are up. He's so happy.
Mhm. And let's talk about also Justin and Susie were behind him, and I'm like, oh,
So
I mean,
they're
they
together.
always said that they were still on good terms when they broke up, so they could just be friends, and they love to do something for an ad or for
But also, where was Kelsey?
clout. Kelsey, Joey,
Yeah, was she there?
yeah, she was there. They panned to her too.
Oh, okay.
And I think the only other person that really stuck out was our guy Steven, who is partners with Ryan. Oh wait, no, 2 people.
Yeah.
Steven was partnered with Riley. You know what? He was giving face. He was so happy to be there. They said Rubik's Cubes everywhere because this man can solve it in less than 8 seconds. Okay. And
he's our first male gymnast, which, you know, male gymnastics and women's gymnastics is, like we were talking about this earlier, is just so vastly different. I feel like women's gymnastics, their floor routine is almost, it's a little more can translate to dance better than the men's routine.
Absolutely.
And then just like overall, like, you know, I think it's just so different. It's almost like two different sports. And and you can tell when he's dancing, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, man can't point his feet.
That flex foot, that was me at my audition.
Just a relax. It wasn't even flex.
Flexed.
I feel like it was just relaxed. He was just like this. It was like the in-between.
No, the first one.
Oh, gosh.
Then from there, I got just a tad more relaxed every other time.
And then it was just like this. And I was like, it would be like this. And I'm like, no. I'm like, pick one. Like, it.
He said 45 degrees only. But
it was cute.
Fun.
Like,
he was the only one that had a jive, which I was like,
yeah.
How do they decide? Because usually they have like, it's like 3 of them that they will do like for the whole week.
Yeah, it's like almost like the dance of the week is either like the rumba or the, like, it's like always has like
next week I think everyone has like a rumba, a cha-cha, or what's that one with the
tango?
Paso Doble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the girl who literally slayed it, literally is a dancer. Honestly, just put her as a pro.
She's gonna win.
Chandler. Probably. She is from Disney Channel. She was in the Zombies movies, and now she's in the Pretty Little Liars reboot. And she honestly looked amazing. She just the first extension just went.
You can just tell she's the front runner. Period.
Yeah, absolutely. So the question is, will people vote for her though?
I think so.
Because how well do people know her? I'm hoping that the whole Disney community will continue to vote for her. But people have been super talented. Do you remember? Is her name Brittany? She was on Glee, the blonde girl, cheerleader.
I can't believe she was on that show.
And she was absolutely amazing. She's a dancer.
Yeah.
And she got voted off.
She shouldn't have been on that show. Didn't have she like literally could be a pro.
But she deserved to stay, and there was like people that were absolutely awful that stayed, and I was shook when she got eliminated. I was like, no. So it happens.
Did Mark Ballas even dance last year?
Who's Mark? Is that Val's brother?
No, Mark was with
Mark,
Charlie.
that one guy. He wasn't he with Charlie?
Yeah,
was that last year or the year before?
He literally just came to be with Charlie, and then he left.
Yeah.
Again. He just came on for one season and left. That's kind of weird.
I feel like he was on the season before that, too.
I don't think he was.
Well.
Weird. Calculating. Interesting. Another one, Anna Delvey.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Why did they finish with her?
Yeah,
that was so weird.
I mean, I think they finished with her because she's so controversial, and they thought people would stay tuned in just to see her because she's a freaking felon.
I still don't understand that whole thing. I don't understand why she's on the show.
I hope no one votes for her because she was just, her attitude was absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Like they asked her, how do you feel or whatever? She's just like, I'm glad that dance was over. Like, what? And then Ezra was on a podcast, and they were like, what's it like working with her? Like, what's her work ethic? And he was like, yeah, she's really good. I mean, actually, she's like, medium. Like,
he basically was just like, I think she just like didn't know what she was signing up for.
And no, she had no idea what she was signing up for.
She was like, oh, wait, this is actually work.
Yeah. And she has to rehearse in New York because of her, whatever. What do you call that? Probation. And she has to fly out every week to go back and forth. That's rough.
That's rough.
That's
not a cute flight. That's
so
a 6-hour
I will
flight.
be climbing the stairs of Ripley to search for. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's funny they're at Ripley, like not even an open jar, like not even like they're at Ripley.
They probably are everywhere, wherever they can get a room. But I just it's so funny. And she's like a little deer. She has really long legs. She could potentially be good, but she literally has no personality while she's dancing. And I'm just hoping that she gets eliminated. It's a double elimination next week.
We'll see who goes.
And I feel like an old man has to go, and she needs to go.
Yeah, agreed.
So
who's your top 4?
Joey.
Who do you think is going to be top 4?
Joey, Chandler, Steven. And it could be a toss-up between the football player oh God,
There's going to be someone that
basketball player or perhaps Jen, because people might be voting for Jen because they're like, redemption arc, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to put Dwight in my 4th position. I agree with everything. But I'll put Dwight. But I think that 4th position, I mean, last year it was Allison Hannigan. I would have been floored if you told me Allison Hannigan made it to the final 4. But she had like a turnover, like a...
I think she also just had a good following of people that
she had a good following, and then she just like really worked hard, and she actually did improve. Like we're gonna have someone. Usually,
whoever improves the most is the one that gets.
Yeah, it's like the most improved always goes to the 4th place. So yeah, it's gonna be a good season. Can't wait to see who's eliminated. I can't wait to see the dances. I just love it. It's a great time.
Love. Oh my God, I can't wait for like the Halloween episode. I love that. I like the Disney episode. Next week is the Grammy or Emmys themed episode. So yeah. Oh my God. So now we got to get into the
Miss
Golden Bachelorette, Miss Joan.
What a wholesome show.
Always
that they
so
brought
wholesome.
Us. You know, we're a little battered. We're a little tired. We have like the bags under our eyes. We're just trying to trudge through. We're like, another season will make us feel better from all this Jen drama.
Right.
We're like strained. I feel like Bachelor Nation is just like, we're all a little strained, but we're all tuning in still.
We're still making it through. But yeah, they open up and they paid some good money because they opened up with the Casey Musgraves Rainbow song. Something rainbow. I have no idea how it goes. I forgot. But I was like, oh, they got some top quality songs, because then they go into a Phil Collins song after that. I was like,
that's right.
All right. So the budget was already 10 times more for this than it was for Jen's season.
Senior women love Phil Collins. And
senior people. Honestly, if you don't love Phil Collins, what are you doing?
I mean, yeah, but like specifically, like seniors love Phil Collins.
Those drum beats.
Be in my
Okay.
Yeah. Tarzan was for real. That was amazing.
Yeah. And do you remember Wild Thornberries?
Oh my God.
He wrote a lot of music for that. I remember crying. I remember crying in that movie. And that song played. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, so yeah, they go into her story and how her husband died of pancreatic cancer. Very sad. And He passed away in 2021. We were trying to figure out when that happened. So it's been 3 years, I guess, for
That's
her.
kind of recent.
It is a bit recent, but you know, everyone has their own time.
Everyone has their own journey.
Time clock, whatever. And yeah, now she's ready to find love again.
Her whole thing was that she was like, went on Gary's season and she had to leave because her daughter was having a little complications with her pregnancy. She was fine, but she just like needed to be there. So she ended up leaving to be with her daughter. And it was really sad because she had a good connection with him. And now she's our Golden Bachelorette. And there's 24 men, I believe. 24?
23, I think.
23?
No, it's 24.
24. Really nice entrances. You know, it's some of the men are like really nervous. You could just tell like their daughters just like signed them up for this, and they're just like, I'm going. And it's really for the most part just very wholesome, because these people don't know what's happening. They're not connected. It feels wholesome because they don't know. Like, whereas when we're watching people our age, we are connected.
Yeah.
Like, I would know what I would want to say or do, or like, I would be nervous, but I would have that insight. These people are really just, they strip away it all, and they're just, and especially men, I feel like the senior men, they don't know what's happening.
No, not at all.
Even my dad, who's like really connected, he's like,
I mean, like, the people our age are coming into this partially for clout. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're partially coming into this knowing that they are going to have a following after this.
Well, it's cool. Like, when you get there, it's like, you're on TV.
Yeah.
Like, you are literally being seen.
But like, I'm sure half of these men don't even have social media, which is great. So who kind of stuck out to us when they came out? Let's talk about Mr. Pascal.
Oh, not the French man?
Frenchman was first. He came out first.
Why do I feel like it's a fake accent? The whole thing's fake. I don't know why. I know it's
Here's
not.
Here's the thing. His son does not have an accent.
Yeah, I know.
No, he probably just had
it's funny.
A wife that was.
I think she was like very enamored with him when he.
And I am too. Okay. I love me some Pascal.
I like him too.
Pascal is so funny. French people are known for being so blunt. And he kind of came in like, he said, this is what I'm about. This is what it is.
It is what it is. And I'm French.
He
Bitch.
said, I do not know what is that rose on the table for. I'm
That
sounding
was
more
so
Italian.
funny. He was like, "Ha,
Oui, baguette. But love him. Oh my God, Gary. He's that big black man. He had so
Yes.
much charisma.
yes."
Loves his personality.
He was just so happy to be there. I
So
feel like
happy.
he was planted by the producers. They were just like, "We just need you to go in there," and he's like an actor. "We just need you to go in there and just be the life of the party," and that's what he was.
He's the equivalent of that black woman from Gary's season, who was the life coach.
Yes. Oh God, what was her name?
I'm not sure. I
It's
can't
the
remember.
exact comparison. It's like the same casting.
Same person, yes. Oh my God. And then this man, Jack, he came out and he said, I'll have it my way.
My God.
I said, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening?
Oh my God, I hate when people sing on this show.
Do not try to show me any musical talent.
Do not show me
No.
any musical talent in any capacity on this show. Please stop doing it. We don't want to see it. It is so cringe. Even
so
if you're on
cringe.
the Golden Bachelorette,
Even
I don't
if
care.
you're an old man, I don't want to hear it.
Do not sing on this show. Do not sing on this show.
And as he was walking out, his poor pant leg was like rolled up to here
my God.
as he's singing and getting closer to her. And she's like,
what do I do? What do you do when someone starts singing?
She just grabbed his hands. I think that was her being like, you can stop now, but he didn't stop.
What do you do when someone starts singing at you?
Oh.
I would do, what?
Oh. Ooh. Huh.
I don't know if anyone sang at me.
I know.
I'd like to see them try, because I would start singing louder.
I was just going to say, I'd start singing over them.
I would say, my way. I would just start belting higher. I'd take it up a notch. I'd start directing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that? If you think you're crazy, I'm going to show you crazy.
Just you wait. Look what I got.
Then the tap shoes come out.
Yeah, but he's also a character.
No, he is a character.
Something else. Oh my God. And then Charles L. He was the Asian father.
Okay, why did they have this man acting like he's never seen a kitchen?
That was crazy. He gave a full review of the kitchen that they were.
He opened the fridge.
He said, "Wow,
look at the meat,
amazing!" Like checking out the burner on the stove. I was like, "What is going on?"
He's like looking at the granite countertop.
Why is this HGTV? What's going on?
Like I've never seen the mansion before in that way, and this man is like all over. I thought it was so funny. He's
funny.
So sweet.
He's very sweet. Oh my God! And then Guy. I swear to God, he is literally the host of the Hunger Games. He looks exactly like that man.
Yeah, this man,
fake teeth and all.
Yeah, she likes him too.
But oh my God, me skipping ahead, Guy was not sobbing. He was just crying after the rose ceremony. I was like, "Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are
he
you
was
well?"
Unwell. Everyone was very emotional.
Everyone got unwell and emotional towards the
end. It's so
end.
cute to see them interact.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
good.
What about the horse?
Who had the horse?
I forgot who had the horse, but then the horse
the horse stole the show. That's the thing.
The horse
he jumped off that horse, and the horse said, "Bye."
The horse yeeted out of the mansion so quickly. They're like the producers.
They're like running after it.
The producers are like, "Oh my God, not another one."
It's like horse on the run. And then Charles K, he came out with the cane. I was like, okay, acting. He was like, "Oh, I'm so old. Hold on, I'll get there." Him. Then he drops the cane. He's like, "Oh, I got it." And he gets on the floor and does a one-hand push-up. I was like, okay, Charles. Okay.
Charles is giving everything for us.
I
Joan's
was like,
okay.
Yes. I
love that.
It was David that had the horse entrance.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to know.
I'm like still getting to know their names.
Yeah. And then Keith, who becomes very important throughout the episode, he came in with like a camper van and like luggage on top and was like, "We can go set up a picnic somewhere."
Yeah.
I don't know. Very sweet. And then they had Jesse Palmer comes out and he's like, "The night's not over." Or the men, like, I don't know. He's like, "These are all your men, but actually we have one more person left to bring in for you." And so the limo comes out and Kelsey comes out and it's this big old entrance for her dad. And I'm just like, this is putting too much pressure on him, first of all.
It's literally so hyped up.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't blame him. That man, y'all don't understand.
He really would be perfect if he wasn't like related to Kelsey.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters. I think he's going to have his own story to tell. And I'm excited to hear it.
I think he's like definitely like going to be fine.
I think he's going to go far. Based on the preview, it seems like he's going to go far.
Well, didn't
in the preview.
She said, "I love you, Mark."
And I was like, how is this spliced together or is this real?
I really wonder what that was about.
Curious, but you see him crying in the preview. Like, he's going through the emotions. So we'll see how far he goes.
Kelsey drops her dad off at the house, and it was cute.
It was very cute. Also need to talk about Jonathan. That man is so fine.
Another cute Jonathan.
Oh gosh. Like,
Jonathan's are doing well these seasons.
He's like 61, but he looks like he is.
Some of the men look 50. Really old, and some of the men like look not that old. But they're all like the same age. So I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
There was a lot of like really just wholesome moments.
There were.
There's only one guy that's like kind of looking like controversial. The guy in the salmon suit. There's always a man in a salmon suit.
That's Jack.
Jack
singing My Way.
Yeah, he was the one that sang My Way.
And he also cooked dinner for her, which because that's his profession. He's like a caterer or something like that. And I was like, well, I mean, if you can cook a nice meal. But no, he literally I said this yesterday. He looks like someone who would say something out of pocket and like not kosher in today's world. And he would just be like, and everyone else around would be like,
oh, dude, Jack, that's like actually racist. You can't say that anymore.
We don't say that. But
that's what it's giving, especially with the salmon suit. Like, I have talked to this man after a show. He like donated it to the theater, but he says some controversial shit. He donated it to the theater, but he said something about the cast members for sure.
Absolutely,
he's that man.
Yeah, but we can't stop him because he's funding this.
He's funding it, and he doesn't know what he's saying.
Does not know.
And I hate giving ignorance as like an excuse, but like this man just doesn't know.
Yeah, totally. He's so funny though.
Other than that, like those are probably the standout. She gives the first impression rose to Keith.
They had a really nice conversation. He seemed very personable, very humble, very sweet, and
he was able to show his authentic self.
Yeah,
but which was nice.
I was surprised that it didn't go to like Jonathan because they also had a really good conversation. Yeah. Although the poem that he wrote for her, I was like, this came straight from the dome. This was not something that you pre-planned really because it wasn't that good.
It definitely was not good.
He said, I'm just so happy to see you here in this dress. That's how he ended it. I was like, huh?
Yeah. And then Joan was like, perfect.
Thank you.
Joan is so funny.
Oh.
How about the pickleball section?
Yeah, there was this whole pickleball fiasco. Everyone just brought out pallets and they just started hitting
balls
them. Balls were flying everywhere. Like no actual game was occurring.
It was so funny because I was just like, literally, what's happening?
I had no idea. I was like, what's going on?
It's so cute though. It's like they bonded. It was like a retreat.
This is literally like men's therapy 101 for all of these men.
Yeah, because especially that generation, they're so suppressed.
So suppressed.
Like these men have been holding in emotions for years.
Yes, and
now they just cry at a drop of a hat because it's just like I thought it was really wholesome that Joan kind of set them all down. Jesse pulled out the TV. That was so funny when he pulled out the TV.
He rolled it out.
He rolled it out like when it's like
it's movie hour at school
and you have a movie and you're like, hell yeah, that's exactly what Jesse Palmer was giving.
Yep.
And then there's messages from their kids and their families.
It was very sweet.
I was first off so unwell last night, so tired, and I am sat here in this spot like almost in a full sob watching this,
and I fell asleep.
And I'm like, oh my god.
And I wake up and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, when he was like, why are you crying? I was like, I don't know why I'm so emotional. And I just kept like laughing manically because I was just like so taken away with my emotions. It just was so wholesome. It was
very wholesome.
Like it just made me cry.
Yeah.
How can you not? I can not a little shed a little tear.
That's what this show does though.
Yes.
Like even last season we were crying all the time because everything is just so sweet and emotional. And it's just like, all people deserve love too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They deserve another great love after their first.
Yeah.
And some of us just need one.
And some of us will be lucky to just have that once.
Yeah. This is so random, but Mr. Chalk, with this chalk and noodle soup that he brought in, which is kind of crazy. Like, I don't want to eat soup from a jar.
Yeah,
like
what?
That. But he reminds me of somebody too. He reminds me of like a celebrity or something. I was just like, this man, I feel like he should be on a billboard for Geico Insurance. Like I have seen him.
He probably was.
Yeah, and his voice is such an interesting timbre. It's giving like, call 1-800, chalk it up.
Chalk it
for
up.
me to represent you in your legal case.
Oh, wow. You know, he worked for Geico and he is a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. That's what he's doing. He's got you covered. If you all knew who I'm talking about, he is an actor. There's an actor that looks like him and sounds like him too. And
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
he
put my
definitely was
finger on
giving
it.
that. He was sweet. I really do like all the men.
Yeah, everyone.
Looks like it's going to be a good season as well.
It does. And then they have the rose ceremony, and Joan has to pause in between because she's like, everyone is so wonderful. I don't want to send anyone home, but she has to send people home.
And then the people that she sent home, we didn't even like get to know. So
Truly,
it was fine.
The people that went home were Bill, David, Ken, RJ, Thomas, and Pablo, who also had an accent. And I was like, there can only be one. So they had to send him home.
She had to send 6 guys?
I guess. I don't know.
It's crazy.
That's who
So
left.
now we have 18 men?
18. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. And who would you say is your top 3 or top 4?
Oh gosh, I don't even know the. I
Or
don't know
just
if I know
people
the
that
names
stuck
that
out
well.
to you?
I'm gonna say Keith. Obviously, first impression.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say. I don't want to say Mark. I don't think Mark is gonna make it for
Really?
some reason.
I do.
I don't think he's gonna be top 4. I think he's gonna get booted off the
Week before?
yeah. I think he's gonna make it far, but not there, not that far. Okay, I said Keith. I'm gonna say Pascal because he's just getting a lot of screen time.
He's definitely going to be the entertainment. Him and Jack.
Just anytime they show someone first, usually the person that comes out first is in the final 4. Period. Just based off stats and me watching the show. So I'm gonna put him in by default. Although I think she was enamored by him. Okay. I don't know. I need to see the faces. I actually don't.
Well, I'm going to say
Maybe you can tag team me because I don't.
I'm going to say Pascal, Keith.
Okay.
I think Mark, and I think Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan,
and
for sure.
Perhaps Chalk.
I'm gonna say Jonathan. I don't think it's. I'm gonna say Chalk. I'm gonna say Chalk over Mark.
Yeah. So then they show us the preview, and it's giving, the way that it was coming off is that it's giving that Joan may not actually be ready, and like her person may not be here because Gary comes back and it's like, perhaps maybe your person isn't here in his Muppet voice.
That? Yeah, that literally sounded like him. That was excellent.
Thank you. And I think they're just trying to steer us in the wrong direction.
Yeah, for sure. I think he just visits, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not to say that they're going to like
love a teaser
be together, but I think they want us to think that she's not ready and all that, but I think she is. Only thing is, which I just don't know how well this works, because just in general, because that was kind of the reason that Gary and what's her face broke up. It's just like these people have lives. They have settled down. They have found their community. They have their family around them. And it's like for them to then have to uproot everything and like somehow join together their two separate lives, it's going to be really hard. And that's kind of what the issue was between the last couple. And so I just don't know if any of this actually works well enough, unless they're both ready to go to like a retirement community in Florida. You know what I mean? So that shall be interesting to see if they can actually meld their lives together and go wherever they need to go.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah. We'll see.
We shall see.
But I'm excited.
Very excited. Can't wait. I kind of hate that these episodes are Tuesday and Wednesday. I wish they were like weird. All together or something. And I kind of do wish it was just an hour episode, not 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot of content this time. But
it's a lot to get through. But
we're
what can you do? We're sad and we're ready to see what happens next week.
All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed listening. Please rate us 5 stars on everything that you can rate us. Share, like, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Leave a comment down below on YouTube.
Comments, likes, all of it helps us. Let us know if we should do this foreplay thing.
That sounds crazy.
That was a crazy sentence, but if you listen to the whole episode in context, it wasn't crazy. Actually, it still is.
It's still a bit crazy.
And we'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye.